What is going on, everybody? AHS Rules back again with another video, and we are here for my 2024 WWE Clash at the Castle predictions, aka Clash at the Castle Scotland. Now, it's not me trying to do an impersonation, but kind of came out as that, so take it as you will. I say this every month when I do premium live event or pay-per-view predictions, but it did not feel that long ago that the last event happened. I will say, because I was thinking to myself before I started filming this, that it kind of feels a little bit weird because almost everything from King and Queen of the Ring outside of the IC title match doesn't carry over. So, like, what I'm talking about there is, like, all these matchups have been set up differently and are different stores outside the IC title, because at King and Queen of the Ring, Sami Zayn and Chad Gable were involved in the IC title match there. So, hopefully you understand what the hell I was saying there. You know, very confusing setup. But, as always, with my predictions, if anything changes or is announced, I will comment my thoughts on it down below. Normally, I lie to y'all, because sometimes stuff literally gets added hours before, and then I don't see it, and then I don't get to comment on it. The last time around, speaking of King and Queen of the Ring once again, I did get to leave a comment because it was announced that Friday that the winners of the tournaments would get title matches at SummerSlam, and then they added a match. So I delivered there. So let's get to these predictions this time around. Not that much of a card, 5 matches. So if anything's added, you already know what I said. Women's Tag Team title match: Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Nice to see those two on such a big stage, and I believe in their hometown or around that area. And I'm going to bleed over to the women's title match prediction as well, because I think my thought process is the same for both, and it's a bit ironic and funny. So I'm doing 2 in 1 here, but the women's title match, Bayley and Piper Niven, who again I believe is from that area. I don't know. I don't have a map with me. I think the champions are going to retain. It's nice that they get to have a big moment from where they're from and being on a card, but it is again a bit funny because I don't see the champions losing, especially the women's tag team champions. I don't know when Jade and Bianca will lose, but I expect them to have a lengthy title run, and hopefully for Bayley's sake and the women's title's sake that this run starts to pick up a little bit, because I sometimes forget that she is the champion. I think a lot of that has to do with her not being on the last premium live event, but not every championship is going to be on every event now. Next, IC title match: Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, King and Queen of the Ring. Last time I will mention it. No, it's not. Second to last time I mentioned it. I picked Chad Gable to win. I thought he was going to win there. I did not expect it. I thought he was going to win and move on from Sami Zayn, but that's not the case. This time around, I am picking Chad Gable once again. I just feel that to progress this storyline, he needs to win the championship, because if he just loses again, it more likely would just be the same stuff over and over again. Where if he gets the championship, it adds a new wrinkle and new possibilities, and there's a lot of people already involved in this new Chad Gable storyline. And even for the sake of Sami Zayn, I think it would be more intriguing for him to chase Chad Gable and get back the championship. Better yet, get revenge back on Chad Gable, or he can move on to something else. That's a wait and see situation, but I'm predicting Chad Gable once again. If he doesn't win, then I feel like an idiot. I Quit match involving the WWE Undisputed Championship, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Stlyes 2. I am a bit concerned because their Backlash match was so good, and I don't know if they could perform at the same level or even at a better level again. They're 2 all-time greats, so they should be able to, but I don't know. It also sucks because I don't see Cody losing. If AJ won, I would be shocked as hell. I didn't see a chance of AJ winning a Backlash, but this time around, maybe, I don't really know, but I'm going to stick with my gut and go with Cody as we get to more than likely will be the main event. It'd be weird for somebody to be on the poster of the event, in the promo package for the event, the whole event, and not be in the main event. But for the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus, again, the hometown guy, Drew McIntyre. And I will say, I am split down the middle 50-50 on who I could see winning, because there's several other factors at play into this championship match. The Judgment Day, I was going to mention King and Queen of the Ring one more time. The King of the Ring winner, Gunther, and more importantly, CM Punk, who has been very quiet. Gunther has as well, because he has not been on Raw in a hot minute. The Judgment Day haven't. They've been on all over Raw. I could see 3 possibilities. Possibility 1, CM Punk doesn't get involved at all. That's fine and dandy. Possibility number 2 is CM Punk gets involved and helps Drew McIntyre win, because he knows that Drew McIntyre wants to face him, and Punk being and this is me overthinking it, but Punk, knowing that Drew wants to face him, helps him win the world title, setting up himself to get a world title match in the future. Or possibility 3, Punk costs Drew the world title because he's cost him several matches in the past. I think in that order. Actually, swap 2 and 3. So, possibility 1, no Punk at all. I hate that I'm bringing Punk into this, but I'm seeing a lot of people do it, so I'm following the trend. Possibility 2 is him costing him the championship, because he's done that several times. And then possibility 3 is that he helps him win and then sets up a match. Now, my slight issue with this is that I kind of wish that the King and Queen of the Ring winner got to announce. It's kind of like it would be a mini Money in the Bank briefcase, because I think Gunther versus the world champion at Bash in Berlin would be better than Gunther versus the world champion at SummerSlam, because especially Punk and McIntyre is a big SummerSlam match for the World Championship. But that also being said, it still would be a big SummerSlam match without the World Championship. So that's why I'm so split, because I'm seeing in the future Punk and McIntyre. I just don't know if the world title is involved or if it's not. But I also think it would be pretty crazy for someone to be all over the poster, all over the packages, and not win. I'm picking Drew. My pick is that Drew walks out of this arena with the championship, setting up him and Gunther at SummerSlam, him and Punk whenever. They could do him and Punk at Money in the Bank. I don't even know when the hell Punk's coming back. That's a wait-and-see situation, but I'm just going to pick Drew. It is what it is. It kind of sucks that Damian Priest gets this short of a world title reign, but at least he got a reign in general, because most previous Money in the Bank winners have not enjoyed this much success, but it is what it is. So like I said, these are my predictions for the event. If anything is added, I'll comment my thoughts on it down below. I'm going back to cut my air conditioner on. Surprisingly, I am not sweating as much as I normally am. Maybe the hoodie helped. I know that logically that doesn't make sense, but maybe it did. I don't really know. I'm sorry that I did not cut my fan off, but hopefully it was not that big of a distraction. I probably should have said that in the beginning, but it is what it is. Now I'm just blabbing. Y'all can click off. Enjoy the show. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one.